Hello, hello. How you guys doing? I'm alive! I'm alive! I'm like goddamn Frankenstein, dude. It's alive! Actually, Frankenstein's a monster. Oh, sorry, yeah. Hope you guys are doing well. Dude, can I just say one thing? Can I just say one thing? It is such a liberating thing, usually being like a night owl, and just me consistently for the past few days waking up at 6 a.m. It is so cool. Like waking up at 6 and not being tired. Like I wake up at 6, you're like in like let's say an hour of doom scrolling, and I like get out of the bed. Like, dude, this is fucking awesome. Like I feel like a functioning human now. It's insane. It feels crazy. Like the last time I was doing this stuff was when I was going to school. I was forcing myself to do that. Now I'm just like, you know what? I'm awake enough. Let's do it. Now I get to actually I don't know, walk around with like it's like the morning cold and heat at the same time. It's just very chill. It feels like you have a lot more time to do stuff, even though it's basically the same amount of time. Because like before I was doing most of my stuff at night, and like it just felt like I was kind of like, you know, locked in. I don't know. I'm still gonna have my moments where like I do stuff at night, right? Like I'm a night owl. It's gonna happen eventually. But I'm exploiting this for as long as I can. For as long as I can, I'm gonna exploit this shit. Cause I don't know when I'm gonna get this back, dude. I can pretty much guarantee for streams going forward, I'm gonna meet the 2 p.m. mark for stuff now. It's just I had to force myself to get back on schedule, which we'll be fine now. It is perfectly fine. We will meet those scheduled times now. Like if I can make this time and I'm even tired, like that's huge improvement. That's huge improvements right there. Yeah, until like a few days. All right. So I have a few things to say. So regarding this stream right now, I was originally playing this to be Half-Life 2 Episode 2 stream. However, I was going over the runtime of the game again, and I'm not confident. Ideally, I want to be in one stream. And I'm not confident I would be able to do that this stream. Well, that's not very nice. It's not very nice. Didn't load? Wait 1 second. I heard on my end. Let me do it again and make sure it's like actually going.
You are bad at gaming.
I think that went through. You wanna know why the only laughing came through? Because I forgot to unmute the source audio for a second, but I did it right before it ended. Nah, I just glitched out. It wasn't on me. Yeah, can someone check out on GLaDOS? I think her CPU is malfunctioning a little bit. She's freaking out. See, that's what I want. That's what I want in the future. I just want like freaky TTS and just like emote sounds, dude. Yeah. GLaDOS is a freak. GLaDOS is a freak confirmed. You want freak? Well, okay. I don't want freaky AI per se. But then again, freaky AI is funny. Because it's like, well, why are you being a freak? Isn't all like you can do anything, dude? There's no reason for you to be a freak right now. Oh, Savvy did. He ain't here. Or you just like chained his name. Oh, Savage. Please show up, please. I need you back. The Kana freak. Yeah, he's the freak lord. He's the goon squad leader, if you want to say. Like if we made a TTS of Savage, like, ugh. Nah, it would just that would cost money. That would cost money. That wouldn't. All I'm saying is that would not play for free. All right. So the stream for today is I'm gonna be working on Cavern stuff. I figured, you know, I was originally gonna do a Half-Life 2 Episode 2 stream today, but I was not confident I could be it in one stream. And ideally, I'd want it to be in one stream. It's not that long, but it's, you know, longer than Blue Shift, right? So we're just gonna have a chill stream right before I go. And next time I'll be streaming will be on Sunday and Monday, and then the normal schedule will come up again. Because I'm going on a tiny vacay with my family. The one time a year we meet up. Not for particular, not for any reason or anything. Not for freedom time or something, you know. Bro's describing the weird website commissions. Huh? I mean, Savage's describing weird website? That seems on brand. That seems a lot like him. I'm getting a V12 Ordo camcorder. One second, let me see what that is. Oh, you're getting a little hand cam sort of thing. Oh, okay. Those guys are always fun to do. Those guys are always fun. I remember, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I have mine or not still. I remember I got one time. It was a, I believe it was a Sony Handycam. I think that's what the brand was, like Handycam. Like, here's the thing. The video itself was fine. It's just its bitrate was god awful, man. It was so awful. It looks like on a YouTube video when there's like snow or glitter going on. It's like everything just blending together. But it was fun. I did a lot of wacky videos with that. That was the camera I used for my very first YouTube channel. Back when I think I was still in like middle school. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make some Happy Wheel videos because I saw Jacksepticeye do it, and it seems pretty fun. Eventually those videos will see the live day again. Eventually we'll see those. Not now though. Not now. That was not the time. But yeah, make sure you get a lot of extra batteries for that, because it will go out faster than you expected. It goes out super fast, dude. It's like trying to watch a Twitch stream on a phone with like max brightness. It will sap your battery in like 20 minutes, man. I have a silver Sony Cybershot. I don't know the model. Face cam in chat now. I want to see streamer. Please. Yeah, it's about the time. It's about that time. I guess. Should I wait for the sun to end? No, there's like about a minute left. We're doing this. Oh shit, dude. Oh my god. He's starting the stream again. I'm so scared. I'm so frightened. I need my fix. I need to see my text on screen to know that I'm real. Please, Mr. Streamer. Hey, how's it going? Yeah. Was playing some Naka with a bunch of mods. Ooh, quality of life mods or like what was the mod text?
Et je fais de la corde à sauter avec ces putains de boyaux. Pour prendre la place du roi, faut fumer tout le royaume. La mission frappe à tel, imagine si ça borde sur moi, j'ai chargé.
Welcome TY Tim. Thank you for the video share.
Tu peux finir dans un coffre, Opinel, tous dans la bande, cible plus gros. Tu me vois au milieu de ton salon, s'il y a un coffre, les hops. Ils sont off, il est KO par terre.
Whoa, he's cursing! No cursing allowed on the stream, you little shit. We're highbrow. We're highbrow humor over here. Yeah, like cursing is family friendly. No goddamn swearing. Good? I mean, yeah. Including Rhoda. It's Rhoda. Is Rhoda like a mod name, or is that like a different game that you add mods to? Gone Bananas badge. Is that what you get for like playing Donkey Kong Bonanza or something? Return of the Ancients. Oh. Honestly, I could not put two brain cells together to figure out what you said. I was like, Rhoda? Like, honestly, at first, I thought you said Rona for, like, Corona. Ah. Sorry. Earlier today, I had some grilled cheese, which was pretty dang good, but right now it's fine back. So I'm dealing with that right now. I got some water. Dude, that's gonna be a cool day when I actually play some Naka. Like, it's been... When was the last time? Last time I played some Naka was when I did the personal playthrough I did of Below Zero. But I've played some Naka, base Naka, like at least 5 or 6 times to completion. Not counting, like, early access stuff. Why is me lever? Hey! I would count grilled cheese as more of like a struggle meal sort of thing, in sort of that category, rather than like a white meal. Like, I'm not denying that it is a white meal, right? Like, I'm just being, it's just bread and cheese with butter. Like that's all it is. Like, it is borderline British food, but it is salvaged because you replace the beans with cheese. Cheese on toast! See, we're better because we use dairy. Beans? We're slightly more palatable over here. We're slightly more palatable. That, and we put a little bit of gunpowder inside there too. Also, can I just say, when I was making my grilled cheese today, I think it was because there was like residue left from some Polish sausage dogs I was making a few nights ago. Like it left some residue in like the air fryer. Yes, I use the air fryer for grilled cheese. It works. It works perfectly well. It's fine. But in the middle of making it, all I had on was pajamas, and that was it. I was shirtless, you know, just walking around, and then like the fire alarm started going off. Or like this, no, not the fire alarm, the smoke detector. I'm like, God damn it! Like, man, that's a cool wake up call for everyone in the neighborhood. And I just had to like get like a ladder and just like disassemble that guy like very quickly. But like it wasn't soon enough because like I was fumbling around. I couldn't get like the stepladder to like unhinge and stuff because like it looked weird and like I didn't know actually which way like flop down or something. You don't know how to fold down a stepladder? Man, you must have smooth hands, huh? No calluses on them. Callusless hands, dude. You need to get some hard labor in you. But a real struggle meal is toast, light cooked, sausage, and jelly. What kind of jelly? Like raspberry, strawberry? No, here's the thing. It wasn't burnt though. Like it wasn't like the pure black. It wasn't that stuff. I'd argue it wasn't cooked enough for the bread. Like okay, hold up. What? Is this a poop competition? What? Dude, sign me up. Sign me up for that. Sign me up for that. I want to go to that next competition. I want the front row seat. I want to be in the splash zone for that. No, that's disgusting. No. Put me in, coach. Put me in. I'll destroy the competition. You know, that's how you know humanity is the best and worst thing that has come to planet Earth. Because we make dumb shit like that. Yeah, let's just like, you know, let's make a farting competition. Whoever can, and like, have people judge it. Whoever can fart the best gets a prize. And also, we made entire atomic bombs as well. We went from like the greatest minds of all of our generations, making the most insane things you could possibly imagine ever. And then we do shit like that. How loud could this dude fart? I mean, it's a valid question, right? Wait, I'm actually kind of curious. Longest fart ever recorded. Longest fart world record. Why are you sending me workout videos? Are you trying to say something? This is how you actually do push-ups, man? Your form just sucks. I do not. I think I do it fine. I think I do. I mean, there's probably people in chat who need to know that. But I'm good. I'm a powerhouse. See, look at these. These babies are awesome. Look at that, dude. Silky smooth. Like you walk up to me, I punch you, and it's gonna be like One Punch Man. You get vaporized. Whoa! I'm sorry for throwing you guys. I'm sorry. Have you seen the Sandbox blog? No, I haven't. Also, by the way, if you guys were curious, longest ever recorded fart was 2 minutes and 42 seconds. That sounds actually painful. I actually feel bad. That does not sound pleasant. That sounds like a curse, man. Like, your asshole is not gonna be the same. Is like it's like you're gonna come out a changed person. No, he isn't. But I am, you scrawny ass. Hey, you know, I might have a sleeper build. You don't know. You don't know. I'm hard, bro. Stop doing this, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry for making chat act up. I'm sorry. That's just how I am. That's just who I am. What my friend do have? I have a Rode podcaster. Let me see the exact one. It's a Rode Pro Podcaster V2. That's the one that I have right now. Ideally, you don't. Here's the thing. You don't entirely need the best microphone. Alright, you don't entirely need all that stuff, right? I got this microphone for free. My friend just gave it to me because, like, he got a better one. He just gave it to me. Like, if I'm being honest, if I started streaming, I probably would be using, like, my webcam mic right now if I didn't have that. Right? You don't need the best audio, right? Audio, I'd say, audio is better than video for streaming, but it's still not, like, required. But here's the thing, right? I need to change this microphone because the type of microphone that's at, I forget exactly what the type it is. Let me see. I wrote down a long time ago. Where was it at? Alright. So the one that I have, the one that I want is a dynamic microphone. Alright? Dynamic microphone. That's where it captures what's in front of it. Right? Because what I have right now, it captures a wide range of audio, a wide range of stuff. Which isn't entirely good, especially because I have open back headphones as well. Which transmits audio outside my head. It's a double whammy of shit right now. It's a double whammy of shit. So eventually I want to get better, but right now it's fine. It's whatever. I send a lot of video, but I think I limit the time to like 10 seconds. You send a lot of like music videos in different language stuff. Which I mean, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. You can still do that. Just like, you know, if the beat's good, right? I don't really care what the song is as long as the beat's fine. Funny mic. That's the thing though. That's the thing though. Because I have this microphone now, I set up my webcam to be a funny mic. Like, if you guys know like J Schleier
comes highly
like,
rated
just, like,
by
super
a lot of people and by also me. The SM7B is another dynamic mic, but it's a more premium version of the 58,
yeah, the Shure
around
SM7B.
$300 more premium. It's designed more for studio use than road travel, so you probably haven't seen it in a live setting.
Right
Although
there.
you probably have seen it used in podcast studios. I record all of my voiceover work on it
Mainly
as
in
well.
YouTube
Though I am
videos.
still trying to figure out the settings to adjust to sound like Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman.
This mic is great at
Some people need to give up on their dreams. No, I'm sorry. That's too harsh. That's too harsh. I was trying to be. I'm sorry. Sorry, dude. You're not gonna sound like Morgan Freeman. I'm just gonna say it straight up. I can smell you. It's quite expensive. That's why I haven't gotten it yet. It's just... It's too expensive right now. Like, that's the microphone I ideally want with like a Scarlett or something plugging into my computer with like an actual jack and stuff, right? That's the ideal scenario for me. But, you know, I'm probably going to be having this for a long time. Unfortunately. Or fortunately. It just depends. It just depends. Mass, when Subnautica 2 comes out, you want to collab? Ideally, at first, I'm going to be playing it most likely by myself, right? Because, especially since it's, especially since it's a game where it's like one of my favorite game series ever, I want to lock in for the the story, man. I want to lock in for that shit. Like, it's like the same thing as like Deltarune in my mind, where it's just like, I love the world, I love everything surrounding it, and I already know if I play with someone else, like, here's the thing, you get majorly distracted. You get insanely distracted, but I know it's co-op though, so it comes out like this year or something, right? Also, I do have the Sandbox blog post pulled up. I'm just looking at other stuff right now real quick. Yeah, 2025 for early access. Well, yeah, it does start out early access. Oh yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm never gonna say no. I'm never gonna say. We'll just see. We'll just see. But yeah, going back to Funny Mike, do I even want to preview this? I do have Funny Mike option if I really need it in like high tense. I'm sorry. How awful was that? How absolutely awful was that?
Argenteuil. Top 9, le quartier de la ZAC, à Villiers-le-Bel. Top 8, le quartier Chenevière, à Saint-Ouen-l'Aumône. Top 7, le quartier des Raguenais, à Saint-Gratien. Top 6, le quartier des Grandes Bornes, à Goussainville. On entre dans le top 5 avec le quartier de la Fauconnière à Gonesse. Top 4, le quartier Saint-Christophe à Cergy. Ce quartier a des gros problèmes d'insalubrité et fait face au trafic de stupéfiants. On commence le podium avec le top 3, les Lochères à Sarcelles. Plombé par le trafic de drogue omniprésent, ce quartier est l'un des...
Top 10 best places to go. This is where I live. Don't tell me where you live. Don't tell me where you live. Don't tell me where I live. If you do, post in my DMs. I can't let anyone else know where you live. It's for me to know. Actually, no, don't do that. You're like my mom never gave me a definitive. Well, okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? I'm gonna say straight up. Most likely, probably not. But I never want to say absolutely no, because I don't know what's gonna fucking happen, man. I don't want, like, I'm like the Rolf method. Life has many doors, Ed boy. Like, I don't want to close anything. Like it could happen. It could happen. It just depends. I'm just saying, most likely, it would be with like one of my other friends. But that's not saying I wouldn't do it at some point, right? Probably not at first. I'm just saying that straight up. Also, let me very quickly look at the blog post that they did. Let me see. Let me peruse the July update. Boom, boom. All right, let's see. July update for Sandbox. Map builder optimizations The hammer mat builder we got from the Half-Life Alyx workshop, as well as always broken up mat meshes exclusively backboard a few changes of CS2. Okay, nice. This is better hammer stuff. That's nice, that's nice. The little experience I have with hammer, which is in Source 1, I don't particularly like it. So it's probably, they probably did a good job with it. I personally didn't like it. I know it's a powerful tool, somewhat. Whoa, look at it. What? Towel. Dude, that's me whenever I visit the Leaning Tower of Pisa in person. I'm just like, you know, those people, like those pictures of people holding up the tower. I'm just gonna go up to him, just like, "Ugh! History destroyed." No, that's sick. That's actually insane how many objects it can actually, like, hold. That's almost like Noida, or like, what's the other game? That's like teardown levels of like objects that you can do on screen. Oh, they have a different gun now? They don't have like the rusty pipe pistol anymore? Finally started making the official sandbox mode. Yo, Gary! You better get it right, Gary. I'm gonna compare it directly to Gmod. I have nostalgia lenses on. I mean, it's gonna be good. It's sandbox. I need a second monitor, but I don't have a regular monitor to begin with. I mean, all I'm saying is 2 monitors is actually like overpowered, man. It is insanely overpowered. Like in this day and age, in 2025, no dual monitor? Having an Insignia TV. One second. My desk is still a little bit messed up from 24-hour stream. So let me clear the way up a little bit. I have something to show you. Oh my god. Hello? Ugh. God damn it. Ah! Here we go. Alright, look at this here. You see this? If it'll focus. Insignia TV! Insignia! It's Insignia Bros! Look. Like, sometimes you gotta use the TV as a monitor, alright? Sometimes you gotta use the TV. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you gotta do that. I ain't judging no one. As long as it works. If it works, it works. Like, I'm not gonna be at Shroud levels where, like, I need, like, the highest refresh rate or something. New tool gun. Whoa! Interesting. Dude, that's going in every single sandbox video thumbnail. That's going in guaranteed in everyone's thumbnail right there. The tool gun is back! Red circle, red arrow. Surprised emoji. Nice, cool. Auto exposure. Gotta love it, gotta love it. Decal rendering. Oh, sick! Nice! Oh, that's so cool! That's actually a really good one. Sweet. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. I actually don't know how long, but it's my left wrist to my right shoulder. I'm 5'3.5". I mean, probably somewhere around there. I can't measure my mind, man. I can't do mental math like that. I'm just gonna take your word at face value, all right? No, actually, that's like 46 inches. You got it wrong. Also, Short Kings in chat, rise up.
Tu me dis que t'es branché, t'as fait que sucer partout, envoie-moi la grèche, la mets sur way, c'est parti, c'est mon poteau, bien sûr pour lui, je vais prendre parti, c'est mon poteau. Pénurie de camas, mes charmes vont me voler, c'est moi le tamas qui est éclaté, dévolé, je roule mon camas pour me rappeler la Corée, le shit, il est doux, il est doré, je l'ai pas touché, il va dire que je l'ai tapé, oui, je l'ai barbé, devant l'OP, je vais nier, t'es même pas ZAF, mon gars t'es tout niais, faut 6 ans, c'est chelou, viens même pas te balader. Pénurie de camas, mes charmes vont me voler, c'est moi le tamas qui est éclaté, dévolé, je roule mon camas pour me rappeler la Corée, le shit, il est bon, il est doux, il est doré, il m'a pas touché, il va dire que je l'ai tapé.
I agree. Totally. Yeah, let's just send in a full song for like in like 10-second intervals. Eventually, we'll get a whole entire song reacted to. Eventually, we'll get there. What do you think of French drill? It's all right. Like, I think. Let me think. I think drill by itself, right? I'm just assuming that most drill is pretty much the same in like a lot of places, right? I think 50% of the time I like it, another 50% of the time I'm like, it's alright. Like, I never really hate a drill song, to be fair. And this one's just like, okay, I'm just like listening to the beat, because I can't interpret what they're saying, so I'm just going off of like the beeps and boops in the background. So I mean, it's alright, you know? But yeah, you said it's French though, so that knocks off like 5 points.
Je suis toujours dans la neuzo, marre de croiser la BAC et la PST. J'ai la gueule drôle sous le manteau, je me décharge en dope, je me charge en billets.
Yeah, that one's better. That one's better. I think from my ear sound, that flowed better. That flowed better. The other one with like the chanting and stuff, you know, it was all right. Didn't really feel drill to me though. It didn't feel. And I'm being perfectly honest here. My experience with drill, I'll look in Discord in a little bit. My experience with drill, my extent with it is funnily enough, is Tommy T. Y'all don't know about me, I'm Tommy T. That's my experience with like drill. All right. Past that, I don't know.
Sanglier.
Yeah, that one's a lot better. I enjoy that a lot more. The beats are on point right there. I probably butchered it, but that one's cool. That one was cool. I don't know how that happened. You blew up my microphone. Yeah. You destroyed my microphone. I was saying, for some reason, I know it's not the point of the photo. Is it just me, or like the arm perspective is kind of weird, right? Feels like your arm goes on for like a long time. Feels like you got those like Poppy Playtime arms that goes like... Oh, that makes sense. The focal length, yeah. See, this is 90 FOV right here. What we're used to on camera is 75 FOV. Dude, I can't believe they add FOV to my goddamn cameras. I mean, that's a pretty decently sized monitor. That's about the size of the Insignia monitor that I have on my right side, judging from your hand size. Actually, no. Yours is bigger. Yours is bigger. Or your hand is smaller. Tiny baby hand. Also, I was saying, that was very rude from, TY Timp, because you said that was the only monitor that you had. And you just blew it up. You just blew up your monitor. That's so sad, man. You can't have nothing in this economy anymore. People just blowing up people's monitors. For what? For nothing. Alright. So like, for this stream, one thing I want to do is, I want to set up the basics of the inventory system, which I don't think would be too terribly bad. But I at least want to do, you know, like, some funky stuff before we go. Hamburger maxes out FOV on every game? What do you mean maxes out? Goes above 90? Like, goes, like, past 120? What the fuck? Is he smoking crack? What's he doing? How do you see? How do you not feel sick? Like, how do you play with the zoomed out, like, Gmod camera, man? What are you doing? Can I change my FOV on the camera here? Actually, yeah, let me do that real quick. Let me cosplay as Hamburger a little bit. Let me bump up the FOV. Field of view, 170, maximum. Max to Jesus, man. You're not gonna be able to see it all. I mean, look, let's play this game. Let's play this game, dude. Oh yeah, this is playable, man. This is playable. Man, this is real gaming hours right here, man. Dude, like, how do you play this, man? It literally goes from, like, pancake land to, like, you're playing next to skyscrapers. Like, what the fuck is this? No, you see, this is how you top frag in every single Rainbow Six Siege game. This is how you go pro right here. Set your stuff to, like, 200 FOV. So that way you can peer through walls instantly. I mean, I guess that works. It looks so disgusting. I think 90 FOV is literally the perfect FOV you could ever have in a game. It is the perfect golden ratio. Oh, Crabplay, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Literally me. Look, see, this looks awesome. This FOV is sick. 90 FOV is awesome. It should just, one, it should be the standard, and two, every single game by default should have an FOV slider. Like, guaranteed. Guaranteed. But, like, as soon as you go a little bit above it, like, going, like, around 120 range, that's when it's getting ridiculous. That's when it's getting really ridiculous. Krabs' Hamburg? Wait, really? Oh, shit. Well, welcome Crab Plays. Looks like the hamburger got crabs. Wait, so, wait, so I'm just trying to get your name better now, but you mean to tell me that this is actually the FOV that you play at, dude? This is you? Okay, no, that's not it. That's way too much. Who's at 170? Yeah. You mean to tell me that you play like that? Slightly higher than this. A 100. Okay, let me see what 100's like. 100's not bad. 100 still looks pretty good. You're can I just say, you're disgusting. That is atrocious, man. I don't know how, especially because you play multiplayer games. I don't know how you do that. Also, how's it going, Blue Go Pro? Jimmy? I don't know if I want to tell you, man. I don't know if I want to tell you. Every balloon is gone. They all died. They all got instantly eradicated from like last stream. I'm sorry. They're gone. I tried to prevent it. But like, I couldn't. And I shit on players like that. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of the type of people who like they start like playing the game like this with like their keyboards, like their mouse like this, and like it's completely like off center. It's like, oh yeah, let me like do my keyboard like this, because like if I do it like this style, I get the maximum amount of like percentage of real estate for my desk. This is the only way I'm able to play multiplayer games now. Actually, no, this isn't accurate. No, it needs to be better. The whole entire keyboard needs to be flipped backwards. There we go. WSD keys backwards, but I do not rebind them at all. See, this is the secret you guys are missing. Aim Trainer is not going to help you at all. You can go to Aim Labs, you can click all those boxes all you want. Nothing's gonna happen. XCC. Let me tell you, dude. To be an Overwatch pro like me, to be like a Giga Juicer like me, what you need to do is you need to flip your... You need to flip your keyboard 360 degrees. 5 times. You flip it 360 degrees. That way you can get the optimal hand placement. It has been scientifically proven. There's real estate on his fucking forehead. No, the housing market on my forehead has been closed up. It's been bought out by a mega corporation, unfortunately. There's no more real estate. It's not too bad. Honestly, not too bad. Compared to a lot of other streamers I see on this platform, I say that's pretty good. I see other ones where it's like literally like, you know, it's not KSI levels. Oh, crabs? I mean, if you're playing like that, like high FOV, you know, like you need that higher FOV because like it needs to like cover, you know, the width of like your face combined with your head, right? It needs to like cover your whole entire like looking radius. Because my hairline is more down, I'm able to do lower FOV. That's just how it works. That just means Krabs has like the biggest forehead we've ever seen. Guaranteed. Rate my hairline. Let me see. Rate my hairline in streamer chat. I'm gonna take a guesstimate. Your hairline is gonna... It's gonna be like one of those ones where like has like the peak on the sides. Like it's gonna be like kind of good, but then it's gonna peak out like that. That's what I'm guessing your hairline's gonna be like. What was that called? Like crow's feet or something? No, that's for like the stuff on the edges of your eyes. Okay, I'd give it... It's alright. Like, I've seen a lot worse. I've seen a lot worse. Like, there's a tiny bit of a widow's peak right there. Like a little bit, right? Like, you can see, like, a little tiny, like, a hill. Almost like, not a spike, a hill. Yeah, I give it, like, a 6 or 7. I'd say your forehead gets a pass. But, those headphones, though. Is that leather or is that cloth for the padding? Because to me, that's looking like it's kind of cloth. And also, that kind of looks like it's gonna be like a gamer-fied headphones, too. Are those gamer headphones? Like, what's the specs on those, huh? What's the specs? Because if these are cloth right here, your score goes down by 1 automatically. If you do not have like leather padding for your headphones at all, that is nasty. That is rank. That stuff is gonna get like, it's gonna soak in all of your head juices. Like at least with leather, you can quickly wipe that stuff off. Ooh, that is cloth. sticky, yucky, grody. Headphones itself, they probably look fine. Like they're not camera-fied. They're not RGB. They're not that stuff. But yeah, that brought your forehead to a 5 instead of a 6. Unfortunately, sorry about that. Game's the game. 67. No, I said his forehead is 6 to 7. I wasn't saying snack size was 67. I mean, they could be. They very well could be. Man, the streamers I watch, they just called me 67. Well, I do deserve it. Wait, is that stream finally up? Is the 24-hour stream finally up? What? Wait, I need to look at this before it actually goes away. Refresh the page. Okay, still there. Cool. Woo! Sweet. Just making sure that stream is still up so I can still archive that. 67. 8765309.
Alright, Timmy, here's your paperback. Thanks, Mr. A. Why are you smiling like that? Don't you dare. 6'7". If you're a parent or a teacher, you've probably heard the 6'7" meme about 67,000 times in the last 2 months. If you're wondering the origin of this meme, it originally came from a song by Skrilla called Doot Doot, parentheses.
Am I officially unk status now? Is this something recent or has this been around for a bit? Dude, I'm not unk, man. Just cause I don't know number slang, okay? The only 6'7" I know is myself, cause I'm 6'7". That's my height. That's all I need to know. You know, I'm just gonna look up on Google what it means. 1 second. Essentially a meme that traces back to the song Doot Doot 6'7" by Skrilla. Gives also used the phrase in reference to NBA LaMelo Ball, who stands 6'7" tall. Okay. But, what context, okay, what context do you use it in? Maybe horizontally? Have you seen me? I'd be negative 6'7", we're talking about horizontally, man. I'm like the least person. It's just whenever 6'7" is used, you just like, oh, 6'7", and that's it. Kind of like a Monos sort of thing, like Monos. Like, oh, he's venting. It's just like basically just pointing out what it is, and that's essentially it. So I mean that you know, like, that's fine if it's like that. Essentially just being a public nuisance. Oh, I get that reference. It's 6'7". You understand? I don't. There is none. Negatively. Well, hey. One of these days, I'll use it in the right context, alright? One of these days on stream, you'll just see me do the dab thing. I'm just like, hey guys, ha, Sigma, and like everyone in the chat is like gonna leave and cringe or something. That's gonna be me, and like, you're gonna see me with that with like all the new phrases. Don't you worry. I'm gonna learn them and use them for all the wrong context. That's gonna be my method. They're not gonna be my vocabulary. I'm gonna use it against people to make them not want to use the main board because I'm just like being an asshole and using them so bad. Woo! Woo! Damn. Hey Johnny. Man. Looks like you've got a lot of riz. Shut the hell up. You never speak that word again to me. Ever. Oh god fucking damn, the Combine's invading playing 4546B! Get the damn Sea Emperor out there! They're gonna make a synth out of it, dude! Honestly, wait. That's a mod you can get for Subnautica? Subnautica Citadel. Holy shit, you can do that! I'm down, dude. I'm not even joking. I'm probably gonna get that. I'm not even joking. That looks kind of sick. Dude, I'm just gonna be swimming around. And then there's gonna be like a fast head crab. There's gonna be like a ichthyosaur that's gonna come out at me and like jump out. Ugh. I wonder, like, what would be... I feel like the Combine, they would most likely just drain the water from 4546B and that would be it. Right? Because there's, like, no actual civilization or anything there. And I don't think they would convert any creature. Because there's no, like, good land-based ones or flying-type ones. Like, the most they might do is, like, convert, like, the precursor technology, right? Like, take some of the alloy or, like, the ion crystals that they have. Use that for, like, power. Try to figure out how they, like, fabricate those guys in real time. But besides that, like, I don't know, man. They're just gonna drain the water and, like, just, like fuck up the plan. That's it. Nothing else for that. If you ground up every cow on Earth and shaped it into a patty, you would have a burger over a mile wide. It would be twice the height of the Statue of Liberty and weigh 400 million tons. To grill it, you would need a pan bigger than the Central Park and a volcano underneath to heat it. Why do you know that? Why do you know this insider knowledge of if every cow is ground up, how would you cook it? Like, is that the... Like, are you trying to cook the ultimatum? Are you trying to one-up regular shell right now? But also, I think I'm hungry enough to eat that. I think I'm pretty, I could eat that. That's literally the type of food you dream about. Where it's like, yeah, I could just, like, eat a whole entire, like, fucking bathtub of candy right now. Or just, like, eat a whole entire mile long of food, Shaggy style right now. But in real life, you can only eat, like, a burger and that's it. Did you know if you replace the shorts with watch, you can turn a short into regular? Yeah, I knew that. I do that all the time because I legally get my videos from YouTube for editing purposes. And I don't know this knowledge, but you know, if you use YouTube to MP4, the short sling still work. So I know it all too well. How would you thoroughly cook it? If you're to cook the mile-long beef patty, I feel like the way that you would cook it is you would have to have like almost like metal rods going through like a bunch of different points of the meat itself, right? Like you would have to like measure out each part and just go like chick, 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 chick. And then like at the end just like encase it into something, right? Because like other than that, I literally do not see any way you're able to like efficiently and thoroughly cook it. And since it would contain over a quadrillion calories, be enough to feed every human on Earth 200 times. Now all we need to do is preserve it. Because at that point, you're killing every cow just for like, I don't know, like a week. Like we're gonna need the world's biggest freezer to go with the world's biggest patty. Right? That's the conundrum right there. Because like how would you store the world's biggest patty? Like where would you store it? Probably Madagascar. I don't know, like some remote island. Like literally just make like a cloudy with a chance of meatballs island. They just like keep food on. Big fridge. Oh yeah, no, of course, yeah. You just make a big fridge. It's simple. Why didn't I think of that? Why did I think of that? That's like that just makes sense. Honestly, okay, if that was a thing where it's like world's biggest hamburger, I would not eat that shit, dude. Like there's a I remember like seeing somewhere there's like a there was like this one statue that was made out of like chocolate, and then like people just go up to it and like lick it from time to time. Like that shit, when it gets to a certain size, it becomes like essentially like a public pool. Like people just like, spread all their fucking germs on that shit, man. That sounds nasty. Dig a square hole in the Arctic. Oh, yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do. And not only does it help preserve the burger, but it also helps keep the ice caps from melting, because there's like a big burger supporting everything up. It's gonna be like the floating island from Subnautica. There's a big burger underneath it all, just like propping it up, you know. But then you have the problem of like, what about the polar bears? They're gonna smell the world's biggest burger and they're gonna dig into the ground and eat it, man. Because like their noses can smell like from like miles away. Okay, that's going a bit far. That's going a bit far there. I don't think you need to kill all polar bears, right? I don't think you need to do that, all right? Because, like, come on. If we kill all the polar bears, where are we going to get our Coca-Cola at? Like, where are we going to get our Ices at? Because, like, the mascots of Coca-Cola and Icy are polar bears. If we kill them, we don't get those products anymore. Think about movie theaters everywhere, man. That's like half of the drink selection. Then add them to the burger? I thought, no, but like it's only a cow burger though. That's like cross-contaminating. Like what if someone's allergic to polar bear? Like you can't do that. That's like against FDA regulations, you know? And plus, I don't even think you're allowed to do that. I think let me see. Are polar bears endangered? Alright. They're on the threshold of being endangered. So more likely than not, you probably wouldn't even be able to add them to there. Because they're endangered and they're a protected species. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just want the fucking ultimatum burger, man. I want the mile-wide burger. You take the burger, you put inside a cheeseburger, then you deep fry that, and you wrap that inside another cheeseburger. Then you put that between two buns and more burgers, and you put more burgers on the outside of that burger. The ultimatum. Eat it, or you're a chump. You know, that's one thing I love from regular show. They're always so intense about like those bets for like food and stuff. They always make it the most intense thing ever. It's always the thing of like, eat it right or you die. It's always like 0 to 100 instantly. They always have one person per episode that just explodes. Like, hey dude, oh yeah, I'm just gonna talk to this bouncer real quick. Yo dude, how's it going? It's so funny. It's so good, so good. We need more stuff like that. We need more stuff like that in our lives. Also, because this music is on, for the... I know I'm getting severely distracted now, but like I'm yapping right now. I don't care. For the Deltarune thing that we're doing, I figured out that before I beat the secret boss, there's a few things that I missed for the pacifist stuff. Like there's an egg. There's an egg that I need to get. Which, if you don't know, there's a secret egg in every single chapter. It's something gas related. We don't know what, but it's something important. So I need to get that before I proceed forward. And there's also like there's like another room for like where like Tenna's secret room or something, which I never got to find, but now I know where that's at. Now I know where that's at. It's because there's no good guides online right now for that stuff. I have to almost practically spoil myself for that stuff right now. Wait, I have to download this real quick. Cause I'm in fucking Minecraft. I am placing blocks and shit cause I'm in fucking Minecraft. Ow! My god! It's that fucking pig. Because I am fucking Steve. I am fucking Steve. Fuck yeah. I am fucking Steve. Yeah. Oh yeah. Can I show you guys something real quick? Well, let me so yesterday, I was going around trying to find an ATM where I live at, cause there's a bunch of ATMs everywhere, but some places are sketchy. I don't want to go there, and like other places where it's like it doesn't accept stuff. It was like I was literally going on a mission like across town trying to find an ATM that actually like accepts stuff, so I could get some money, because there's like this one place I went to that only accepts cash, whatever, right? So I wanted to go to this ATM, and dude, I swear to God, I was like in a sauna or something the whole day. I was in like goddamn sauna driving around. Like I had the windows down, everything. Like it was nasty, and I could feel like the sweat going on my back. I'm like, oh God, like my back sticking to my seat. It's making those weird like sounds. Like, oh no. And then I got back, and this might be a little nasty. But like, look. That's what my shirt looked like. That's my back right there. Utterly fucking destroyed. Super destroyed. So yeah, yeah, that was destroyed. That was destroyed. I have 2 more Cyclops engine modules, and I can't find them. From what I remember, the Cyclops engine stuff, that would either be by the Aurora or that would be in the Mushroom Forest, right next to where like the blood kelp would be. That's what I'm pretty sure those are, right? Like, come on, man! Or, you know what you could do? You could just make like a scanner room around those areas. Get like the scanner room HUD chip, and just display that to your HUD. Aren't they random? They are randomly spawned in those areas, but certain areas are confirmed to have like those things, right? Right, I know for certain that like, the bridge fragment is always going to be inside the Mushroom Forest. It's random where it's going to be placed in the Mushroom Forest, but you will always find it in the Mushroom Forest. I know the engine parts will also be on that one island where the precursors are at, where the sunbeam goes. It's also there as well. Either near the top or near like the base of like that one mountain. Like it can be a bit random, but like they're always guaranteed to be in like those spots. You can always find in those spots. All right, 1 second. What? What? What are you talking about? 1 second. Oh god, please no. No! What? I wasn't sagging. What are you talking about? Stop freaking me out. Stop freaking me out. I thought my pants were down, or like you saw something. You're making me freak out. The engine is found near the mountain base. Wait, what? 1 second, sorry. I don't know what happened. Near from the... Yeah, guys. Mountain base. It is guaranteed to be around that location, alright? You might not find all the parts you need, but it's going to be around there. It's going to be around there, okay? I think more towards, I think generally it's going to be more towards either... If you're coming from the safe shallows, it would be either towards the left or the right. It's not going to be behind it. It's going to be to the left or the right. Like those two areas. I've played Subnautica way too much, man. I know a lot of, like, the places where shit's gonna be at. Like, if you need any, like, tiny knowledge stuff, I'm your guy for that. I'm that guy. Alright, 1 second. Why is it so warm right now? Damn! There we go. Mark it on the map. Can do, Buster. I'll be like your Altera HQ for you. Here, so I can pull up on here. All right. Let me give my bearings of this map real quick. All right. Let's see. Okay, so is this like... Is this the phone? So if I am knowing this correctly, this would be Sunbeam. The Floating Island would be over here, and then Aurora would be right here? Is that right? Or like over here? No, yeah, Aurora would be right here. I can see that outline right there. Okay. So yeah, this would be the mountain map. So what I'm saying is... Let me mark a different color so you can... let's do green. What I'm saying is... It'd be around this area or this area. Those two guys right there. Those are the two areas that you would see it. And then like you go a little bit over here as well. It'd be like around that area for like the engine. Because then it leads into the mushroom forest where it gets to like the bridge fragments and the hull fragments. Engine fragments are over here. And then there's also some engine fragments at the back of the Aurora as well. Those are the main places that you'd be looking. There are some other niche areas, but those are the places where like it pops up the most, right? So the two sides. You can't go too far over here though, because that's where like a bunch of like the Floating Islands guys are, and like that's where a lot of bone sharks spawn. So you have to be a bit careful on this side over here. And you have to be a bit careful on the right side as well, because there's there's a dude over there. So, you know, it's just like stay alert. Don't hang around there too much. But the thing is, right? If you know, if you know, like, sometimes you gotta play the risky plays. Sometimes you gotta play the risky plays to get further, right? Because a lot of like the good wrecks, they're inside the dunes, and even though the alter AI says, "Is whatever you're doing absolutely worth it?" You know, sometimes it is worth it to get like those prawn suit drill arms or the reinforced dive suit and that sort of stuff. Sometimes you gotta, even though it is absolutely terrifying. Dunes is a no-go. Hell no. What? You're telling me you don't like having more than one Reaper out there? Oh, are you playing yeah, you're playing the ancient thing right now. So yeah, you see the Gargantuan Leviathan. I don't know how that plays out, so good luck with that, man. Good luck with that. This is my knowledge based on base Sunaka, okay? Because for all I know, around that island there could be another Gargantuan Leviathan. Because, like, the only thing I know from, like, Return of the Ancients was the Gargantuan Leviathan, like, snatching the Sunbeam or something. That's all, that's the change I know. And, you know, it's gonna be out there. There isn't, I'm sure. I don't know, man. Do you know what I'm hoping for Sunaka 2? Dude, it'd be so terrifying but so sick. Imagine, like, you're in a super dark place. Everything is silent. You're just swimming around. You just hear, like, a... You're like, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? And you just see in front of you. Like, the whole entire screen, just... an eye opens. You just see a big-ass eye. That would be... Oh! That would be psychological damage right there. But that'd be so sick. Like, have you seen a lot of, like, the cut stuff that they did for Subnautica? Like, it's actually so cool. It is so insanely cool. Like, there was a... they were gonna do stuff with, like, currents. There was, like, a whole entire thing with, like, the Cyclops, where right before you go to, like, the inactive lava zone, there was a section you go with the Cyclops, there's, like, almost like pitch black, and you have to like traverse over like this goo. But if you have your lights on, the goo like reacts to you and tries to like pull the Cyclops underneath into it and like absorb you. Gah. Because like one huge like mega organism. So sick. So sick. I hope they bring some of that stuff back, because like I know they brought a lot of the stuff back that was cut from Sunaka into Below Zero, like the rock puncher, and like the spike trap stuff. But I hope they do a lot more, because a lot of that cut content is like super cool, especially like the specimen analyzer stuff, like the DNA sampler, the terraformer. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I know why they didn't do the terraformer for Subnautica, because like sequence break and stuff, right? But definitely for like early access, I'd like to see that again, at least, like just to play around with it for a little bit. But dude, I cannot wait to play early access of a Subnautica game going, oh, it'd be so cool. Orange is actual gargantuan. The void, yeah, that makes sense. Purple is where the juvenile spawns. So I was kind of right. The juvenile, if you go a little bit too far out, juvenile over there. Okay, damn, so you get Reaper and juvenile over here. Then you go a little bit over here. Then you get juvenile, like Ghost Leviathan over here. I mean, I don't know, just avoid it. Like, a lot of those areas, unless that there's like unique stuff from the mod that gets added in, those aren't really areas that you need to be at. Except for like right here, there's some wrecks over here that like have some cool stuff in there. But besides that, like, there's not really much else, because you're not gonna have anything in the void. This is just like, I don't know, just don't interact with it. Simple. Don't touch the fish. Don't tap on the glass. Just avoid it. Yeah, simple. It is so simple. Where's the lawn? Well, then that means you can see it from like a long time away, right? Like, that means you get like you get a warning before like you see it. Just turn around. All right, is it fast or is it pretty slow? Also, I can't quantify measuring in my head. I'm not big enough brain for that. I know that's big. I just can't quantify that. From the PDA, it knows where you are before you know where it is. Okay. So essentially, it's like a buffed up version of the Reaper. So I know from the PDA log for the Reaper, it says, if you can hear its roars, it can see you. So it's like a giga boosted version of that, where it's like, it can see you before you even know. 2.6 roars. Oh. That's big. That, damn. I don't, damn. I don't know, man. The only reason why I say avoid it is because, like, what else are you gonna do? You can't fight that thing. You just can't go in that area. That's it. Like, if you go in that area, you're done. It is literally a death sentence for you. Well, of course, you're gonna go in that area because, you know, new mod, you want to see the new creature, right? Like, well, I mean, I gotta see the Gargantuan Leviathan. It's so crazy how, like, that's how actually long it probably would be from, like, the skeleton we see in the Lost River. Like, something that big actually existed in the world of Subnautica. That's fucking insane, dude. That's insane. Like, obviously, we don't know that looks like what it does in Return of the Ancients, right? We don't know what that looks like that. Like, that's just a guesstimate. And it's a good guesstimate because, you know, like, pretty much, like, majority of the creatures on the planet are eel-like creatures. Not necessarily, like, traditional sea or, like, fish sort of stuff. Whenever it comes to, like, Leviathan, it's almost always an eel. Except for, like, the Reaper and the Sea Treader. And, like, the one guy inside Below Zero that was, like, covered in ice. Everything else is eel-like. So I'd say that's a safe bet. I mean, hey, here's the thing. All you need to do is, you need to make a Neptune rocket, and you need to, like, change its trajectory course to just smash it right into a gargantuan leviathan. Just do that. Kill it. Look, I'm all for like preserving nature, but when something big like that exists, I'm inclined to like eradicate it a little bit, right? Especially because I hate the sea normally. I hate the sea. You're never gonna catch me like in the sea. Like if I'm ever in a place where like I'm in the middle of the ocean, I'm gonna game end myself. I'm gonna be straight up. That is literally my worst nightmare scenario. Being in the middle of the ocean, left to just the creatures. And it's like looking down to just be eternal abyss underneath me. That is horrifying. That is nightmare fuel. That is right next to like being stuck in like a cave or something. Absolute nightmare fuel. Absolute. Let me actually see real quick. 1 second. I want to see if like Return of the Ancients adds anything besides. Okay, it does add stuff beside that. Cool. Just making sure. Whoa, wait, hold on. Whoa, what? 1 second. Hold up. What the fuck is happening? Shut up! Hello? Oh. You're showing a video share. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Damn. You know, that's one thing about Subnautica that's really weird. Like, it's not just me, but it's for like it's not just me, right? But with like in Subnautica in particular, it's so hard to like judge size until you actually like go free cam and look at your player next to something, because it looks a lot smaller than it actually is. But when you actually compare sizes, it's like, holy shit, that's massive. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but like for some weird reason, Subnautica always like has like weird size stuff. Like, unless you analyze it, it like seems a lot smaller than it is. Also, some important stuff just happened. This literally just came out today. Subnautica 2 developers' entire leadership team replaced in shock move. So the entire, like, leadership development of Subnautica 2 was just laid off? Hold up. Former Striking Distance CEO is joining Subnautica 2 developer Unknown Worlds as CEO amid the shock announcement that the previous leadership team have been replaced effective immediately. What the fuck? Why? So while it sought to keep Unknown Worlds co-founders and original creators of Subnautica series involved in the game's development, it wishes them well on their next endeavors. Will prioritize development momentum and delivering best possible fan experience, and will bring renewed energy momentum. Whoa. That's kind of insane, dude. That's really insane. So just out of the blue, they just got rid of... They got rid of all those people and then just replaced them immediately. Do they have another reason why? Or... Because, like... Charlie Cleveland has been here, like, ever since, like... They've been there ever since, what was it? It was before Samnaka. It was... What's the fucking name? Natural Selection. He was there, like, when Natural Selection was a thing. That's kind of fucked. Cleveland and McGuire found the 24-year-old company, while Gill joined 7 years. There's nothing... At the time, Ryan all still list themselves as working at Unknown on LinkedIn. Suggesting the change came suddenly and with a little warning. There's nothing more important than the gamer experience. Given the anticipation around Subnautica 2, we owe our players nothing less than the best possible game as soon as possible. This gives me bad vibes. This gives me bad vibes. I don't like it. Like, say what you will about Subnautica Below Zero, right? It wasn't as good as Subnautica was. But it wasn't a bad game. So, like, unless something actually insane happened, this is kind of crazy. Like, we're gonna need a lot more context, hopefully. Because just, like, instantly getting rid of the entire... Man, why are publishers allowed to do that to, like development studios? That's kind of weird. Literally just, like, get rid of the CEO of a company. I mean, it's like, well, we'll see how it goes, but damn. We're thrilled Steve has joined us in our shared commitment at Crafton in Unknown Worlds to deliver Subnautica 2 as a more complete and satisfied entry in the series, one that truly lives up to player expectations. Crafton acquired Unknown Worlds in October 2021. Oh, they were acquired? I didn't know that. Oh, shit. The new installment in the Subnautica series accommodates up to 4 players. Oh, I thought it was only 2. Up to 4? We thought Predecessor Subnautica was amazing. We're 9-1. Damn. I don't know how to feel about this, man. This... I don't know. This is kind of weird. That doesn't seem right to me. Something's going on. Like... Obviously, we can't say anything because, like, this is new, and they didn't really, like, say or supply anything, right? They didn't really give us a lot to go off of. So there could have been a multitude of reasons. There could have been, like, internal conflict. There could have been, like, they weren't meeting deadlines over and over, or, you know, it wasn't to their liking, and they got in, like, a fight or something. I don't know. But that's pretty dang serious. I really hope it's not rushed, man. That really it really gives me, like, I don't know, it gives me, like, Cyberpunk vibes on release, where it's just like, we want to give players the best experience ever. We're doing this stuff for you guys. And it's gonna come out, like, kind of doo-doo. I really hope it's not, man. That's really fucked, though. I hope though they're able to, like, find jobs and stuff. Because, like, especially if it's out of the blue like that, where they're still listed at Unknown Worlds. That's insane. Like, they made Subnautica 1. Like, they're set. I'm sure they can go to most places if they want to. Right? It is a very successful game. But it's kind of crazy that they're able to just do that. That's not good. Especially because, like, okay, here's the thing. The people who did that, like the CEO and all that stuff, right? They did a lot of like dev interviews and stuff, and like a lot of the things they did, like I respected their choices in like game development and stuff. Right? They made conscious decisions. They released a bunch of videos of like behind the scenes. They were very interactive, right? Like they explained the decisions behind like not doing weapons, like how they did like the auto-generating terrain and like a lot of that stuff. I don't know if this new person's going to be like that. I don't know if they're going to be interacting with the community at all. Right? Like, I don't know if there's going to be like any reference to devs, like in Subnautica 1, like Obraxis Prime, where Obraxis was a dev on there. I don't know, man. That's... I don't know. Let me see the other one where it says it got acquired to see if there's anything else. New games to the world stage. Yeah, that gives me entirely bad vibes. I hope it's good. I hope Subnautica 2 is gonna be good, but that leaves a very bad taste in my mouth, man. Like, you don't do that suddenly. You don't do that. That's absolutely... That's doo-doo. Let's see. I really hope... Okay, here's the thing. They were acquired by the people who did PUBG, right? I really hope it's not a thing of, like, AAA studio want you to be faster sort of thing, right? That just... Man... Stop messing with the games that I love! Stop messing with franchises that I like! Please! Why? Just be normal, man. Damn. Like the song's saying, just... Just understand the concept of love, man! Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta be a weirdo? Alright. I'm gonna do a little bit of work, like I said, for Cavern. And then, I'll be out of your guys' hair. Alright? Also, just so you guys know, you can probably expect something before Sunday. Not in terms of a stream, but as like a little video or something. I'll just keep your eyes peeled on the Discord, okay? Like, I don't know if it'll be the biggest thing ever, but it might be something just like tide you guys over for like a little bit, right? Just like satiate your hunger for MASH, you know? Please, I want more MASH content. Please, mister, please. Love, 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 love. Love. What is love? What is free love? What is really for you? What is boy? What is girl? What is free girl? Okay, so let me think about this before I go in, right? I could follow another tutorial again, or I could try attempt to do this by myself. Which if I try to do this by myself, it might be utterly janky at first. But if I were gonna try to go at it by myself, right? If I were gonna try to do that, let me do new. And just do standard YouTube thumbnail, I guess. I don't know. New layer. And there's the concept. If I were gonna do that, I would do something like boom boom. I wish I could hide this guy over here. There's like a huge blank space. There we go. What I would probably do is, first, I'd have the widget. And ideally what we're going to have is, we would have, you would have boxes lightly filled. Let's just say it's 4 per. Like so. I know, I'm the best artist ever. Holy shit! This dude's basically Picasso! Get this guy a contract stat! So we would have an inventory like this. And then ideally, we'd do like a Resident Evil sort of style sort of thing where like you would have an item, and then depending on the size, it would fill up boxes. And then that would determine how big your inventory is at. And then ideally what I'd want to have is I'd also want to have like a bar or some sort of like thing to show you just how much you've got covered so far for like inventory size, because that way you'd be accurately able to tell what your prone size and what like different sizes for like speed you'd be at, right? So you wouldn't have to like guesstimate like, okay, so I have this one object on, so it'd be like, because this can be a hard set like 3 different ones. That's it, 3 different ones. And then ideally with this one, you'd be able to, you'd also be able to rotate the items if you wanted to too. So you'd be able to boom boom either go 3 here or 3 here, 3 up or 3 left. 3 diagonal? I don't think so, but maybe? That might be kind of weird, but that also might be kind of cool. And then just depending on how many items you have on your inventory, your little bar would go more up, up, and up. It'll make you more encumbered, so you'd like jump lower, you would climb things slower, you would be able to like reach lower, that sort of stuff, right? So that's the basic system that I would want for that. And what? Shut up by Windows 11. And if I was going to do that, obviously majority of this, the visual stuff is going to be in a widget. Which is going to handle the UI stuff. If I was going to do the items, it would definitely have to be some sort of like... feel like it would have to be an array that holds the object. Not entirely sure. I don't know. This actually might be more complicated than I actually think. I might be over my head. I don't know. In a second, got a message. All night, don't stop the music tonight. Do. Stop the music. To dance it like a fire. You can show your emotion and secret side. All night, don't stop the music tonight. Alright, 1 second. Alright. Speaking of Windows, kind of old news and important. They're discontinuing with yeah. They're discontinuing that boy. Unfortunately, I have liked Windows 7 and Windows 10 for a long time. I have my grievances with Windows 10, and I keep saying over and over and over, you guys are probably tired of me saying this, but I'm not going to Windows 11. I'm just not. Windows 11 is not on par. I'm sorry. I'm done with the Windows spyware. Like, I'll have Windows 11 as like another boot for other stuff. But like, I don't know, man. It's getting to the point where it's kind of annoying keeping track with like a lot of that stuff, right? I just want something that like, I just want an OS that I can just start, that doesn't like come with like 30 different programs. I don't have to sign to any like Microsoft Outlook sort of stuff. I don't have to do any of that stuff. Is that too much to ask nowadays? It might be. I'm gonna eat. You go eat your food. You go eat your food. How dare you have your basic human functions, dude? Just get like a feeding tube. Just stick it down your gullet. Crush up the pizza inside a blender. Put it straight into your goddamn stomach acid. Wait, is it still at 100? Let me change it back to 90. Yeah, 90. Okay, you know what? I'm writing this down before I forget it. I want to do an FL Studio like stream, or like a stream week of like periodically I just do like FL Studio stuff because I want to make music like this. It's been bugging, it's been eating away at me for like such a long time. Studio week. Oh my fucking god, that scared me.
Hey there, Forrest.
Goo goo gaga.
Oh.
I want.
Hey there, Forrest.
I want milk. Goo goo.
Goo goo gaga. I want milk. Twitch viewers whenever they see a female VTuber for the first time. I mean, hey, I'm a milk enjoyer, okay? I'm a milk enjoyer. I'm on that dude's side, okay? I'm on that dude's side. Literally every single day, I have at least a glass of milk. At least. Is that probably gonna, like, deteriorate my lifespan or, like, destroy my stomach? Yeah, probably. Do I care? No, no. I don't care. It's just, like, I enjoy it too much, man. It tastes too good. I don't care. Oh, wait, I should also... Let me see what would be easier. Inventory or holding an object in hand? Hand IK.
6-7 Bayern, pharmacie Bayern, les gros fait les plans comme Maillère. Corleone, vétéran, ça va pop comme un Téhéran. Fonsolin, j'aime bien quand je vois double. Est-ce qui lui a vie degré 33 double. Dans le jeu, j'ai au moins 33 doubles. Sans stress sur les fêtes, fin du match, 103-12. Si c'est pas pour le blesser, A+. Si 7 entiers, des A+. Toujours des barres, même si j'ai pas de plus. Si c'était pas le rap, c'était bac plus. SO,
The beat's so fire, the phone's trying to leave.
Comme dans Need for Speed Carbone. SO à tous mes vrais négros qui charbonnent. Que j'avance, objectif, c'est sans faute. Dans la défense, je les sèche sans faute.
You really like you really like French drill. Is that one of your favorite genres of music? Let's see, hand holding mechanic. No, I'm not at that stage yet. No, I'm not extroverted enough to have hand holding in games yet. No.
C'est magique, j'aime trop ma ville, ça bouge de tous les côtés. Grosse bécane levée sur le périph', la bavette elle est frottée. Je me balade dans la caille, ta copine demande une photo, je m'en rappelle, elle faisait des manières. La rue c'est noir, c'est soit l'oseille ou la mort.
Why is it playing twice?
Je suis parisien comme Mbappé, viens par ici, y'a ce qu'il faut. Viens comme Mbappé, viens par ici, y'a le dead, faut que je perde l'espoir. Je suis dead, je l'ai démonté dans la j'ai perdu la boule, elle a enlevé soir.
I don't know why he was playing double. What was going on there? It was too powerful. It's breaking through. What I was gonna do was I was gonna do Perfect emote for the song coming on. Just Joel spinning. I think maybe the holding object might be easier? I'm not sure. Let me see.
What's up guys, welcome to new Unreal Engine 5 tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to carry physical objects around. It's going to be a very easy tutorial.
No, I don't want to do the bell stuff. Okay, the problem with the ones that they're doing is they're technically holding the object, right? But all they're doing is the arms are going out like that. And the object is like at the bottom of it. It's like being carried around by like air or something. Huh? What just happened? I looked over, it was gone immediately. Also, just so I remember that this guy's on here, I need to make double sure that, the same is on here.
Roblox. Des SN Bucks. Mon dieu, non, 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 mais là, les gars, on a vraiment... Mon dieu, non.
Was that something in the game that happened? Oh no, the Descent Bix! Okay. Doesn't seem like most people know, like... I think I might need to have another physics handler. Can I add another physics handler? Or is that gonna break stuff? Alright, this one will be a handheld. Handheld! Object held! I wish it... Okay, why is it playing double though? Why is it fucking doing that, man? If I just close that, will it be fine now? I think it might be fine now, I don't know. Oh, that's probably what it was. I think I was just having double window open. That's probably what it was doing. Grabbable, draggable, ragdoll. And I'm assuming this one is grabbable for its tags, right? Yep, grabbable. So I need to make one that is heldable or holdable, where you pick it up and just like goes to there and like the arm comes up in like an animation. Ideally, that's what I would want for that. I think handheld. Utility object for moving physics objects around. Okay, okay. In first person hand. That might be it. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of stuff about this. Interesting. Because, like, the way I'm thinking about this, right? The way I'm thinking about this is, majority of the time, it would probably be like, let's say this is like a small rock or like a can. And it would just be like, you hold it up and it's like in your hand. And then you're able to throw it, like, do some stuff with it. I mean, honestly, it's probably going to be a unique animation. Actually, wait, no. No, it's going to be one of two possibilities. It's going to be one of two possibilities. It's either you're going to add it to your inventory. It's going to add it to, like, an empty space that you have. Or should it be, like, an offhand that you have? That you can just pick up any object that you want if you're not holding something. I think it ideally should be both. Like, if you're holding something in your hand, it goes there. If you're not holding something in your hand, it goes into there. I think that'd be cool. Because, like, ideally, I'd want that stuff for, like, let's say you have, like, a rock. Or, like, a can, and you just, like, throw it as, like, a distraction. Distraction. Day's target. Discombobulate. Yeah, I think that's gonna have to be an animation. Like, I might have to do that like Subnautica style. Like, either like I do like the pickup animation, or just like, and you hold it in there. Yeah, I don't think I can that. That's just gonna be a unique animation for that stuff, which will be fine. That'll be for like when we eventually make our own custom first-person character. That'll be when we do that. Right. Right now we don't entirely need to worry about that. I guess we'll just add that when we do the inventory system. Yeah. So we don't need to have a whole entire separate system for it. We'll just like include it with the inventory. Cause that'll make sense. Look at this. I'm slow. It would not these ones that make sense for you to be in slow carrying these guys. Yeah. But not that guy down there. One thing I should think about right now. Let me make a new guy. Make a new layer. Put this guy over this guy. For the HUD itself, what I'm thinking it should probably be is... this is hard. I think as a basic for right now, just basic that you see, I think you should be able to... Maybe see that I'm... No, I don't think so. Usually if you see stuff like that, it'd be more so for like a survival type game, right? Kind of like, think of like Minecraft or Subnautica, right? If it's like a survival crafting game, you'd think that something would have that if you were surviving and crafting, which in this case is like a survival horror game. I think maybe instead of that, not that. Maybe instead of that, maybe we'd have like a subsection of this guy over here, where like you have like the offhand that you would have, and then either you would right click and maybe add this as like a primary, or you would have like two separate objects. It'd be like primary, secondary, and like extra slot. And you just like add those guys inside there. Because ideally, I wouldn't want to have like a lot of visual clutter on the UI itself, right? Because a lot of times they're gonna be like crawling on the ground, like going through like crevices and stuff. And like, I feel like that would be kind of annoying having like the UI on there for that. No, I'm thinking for this menu right here, I'm thinking that this menu would be shaped on the type of inventory or backpack that you'd have. So the way that I'm thinking about it right now is these guys would always be right here. You would always have a primary, secondary, and then like an offhand. Like offhand would be like, if you're not holding anything right now, you could like pick up an object and like throw that stuff, or it'll be like a pocket sort of item. And these would be like, you know, quick draw sort of stuff. But then in my mind, if you have a different backpack, like let's say this is like a standard like school backpack, but if you have like, let's say a hiking bag, it'd be increased like that. And it'll like be more conformed to like the shape of what the bag is. Like let's say if it's like a fanny pack, one, two, three, four, 5, 6. It'd be more like that for like a fanny pack or something. And like personal inventory would be like 4. I feel like that would be cool. Just like shaping it around the backpack and then like having like a little like UI or like sprite behind it that looks like this, where it's just like I know, great illustration, huh? Just like backpack straps right here. You know, like zipper. I don't know. Who cares? Who cares? You get the idea. The backpack goes around it. You know, like this is like the inventory space of the backpack itself. Yeah, I think that could work. I think that could work. Let me put that stuff on a different layer so I know that stuff is there. Based on backpack style. I'll have this here so I know what it's like. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have this guy here instead, so you can actually see it. Oh, that'd be kind of cool if, like, let's say for certain backpacks. Let's say for certain backpacks. Over here, undo that to select. This guy's held inside here. No, it has to be further in. Yeah, okay. Yeah, everyone's gonna understand this, totally. And yeah, for certain backpacks, it would be cool if, like, yeah. No, that's sick. No, I actually really enjoy that. I really enjoy that. Ah, I think that would be very cool for the game. Yeah, first objective, it would be make an inventory-based system like this, kind of like Resident Evil. But then, Okay, I feel like we're gonna have to add a little bit more options here. We're gonna have to add a little bit more. Because it's definitely not enough. Because we might need, I might add like the Subnautica thing, where it's like the... like the person on the side right here. I know, awesome person, right? Who's the boogeyman? But then with this guy right here, you'd have different boxes that would signify what's on there. I'm thinking kind of like this. You have a box for the head, so you can put items on your head. Like, let's say like a headlamp or like a helmet. One thing for your chest. So it'd be like, it'd be like the backpack or like a scuba kit or something like that. lower body, that would be like a belt, or like, let's say, a fanny pack, or something like that. Hands, that'd be like climbing gloves, or different stuff like that. Pants, pants, and then shoes. I don't know, I think that could be good. I think that could be good. The pants and shoes, that might be into one, or they might not even exist. I don't know. But I think it definitely should be something like this. Like, you open an inventory, and then, like, this menu comes out. And this would be, like, the inventory menu. And then there'd be, like, a few different subset of menus. There'd be, like, an inventory menu. There'd be, like, a notes menu. There'd be a map menu. And I think that's pretty much the extent of what you need. Inventory, notes, map. I think that makes the most sense. Ooh, should that? No, those make sense as like actual like physical equipables. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. And then this would be off prime there we go. So you'd have like 3 separate slots that you'd have. So it'd basically be like numpad 1, numpad 2, and numpad 3. But what I should probably do is I should probably move this guy down here more. What? Deselect, boom, and I'll move you down here. Down here, Buster! There we go. Now that makes more sense. Now that makes more sense. One, 2, and 3. There we go. That makes a lot more sense. So it'd be primary item, secondary item, and then like offhand item. Have your backpack there. Actually, no. Let me move... Is that widget part right there? Widget's on that layer. Let me get rid of widget, because that was just me saying what would... what system this would primarily be on in Unreal. Which would be the widget. Let me move this guy over here. Because if there was going to be a fanny pack sort of like inventory item, it would be going underneath the backpack like that. Like so. And then let me move this guy over here. So I can actually describe it. Like boink. There we go. This guy right here. This guy is an encumbrance. I know what you guys are thinking. Do not focus on that part right there. Do not focus on the COM part. I know how your minds work. Do not do that. And what the encumbrance is going to do is, based on different levels, how many levels is it? I think it's 3 separate levels, right? Let me see. How many levels is it right now? You can stop right now. 3 different levels. There we go. So if you reach a certain threshold of your inventory, then boom, you will go a certain speed, you'll be limited to certain places, boom, boom, boom. I think that makes sense. I think that adds up. That tracks. Can row. Man, most scuffed concept art, huh? People are gonna look in the files like, ew, what the fuck is this shit? Anything else that I think it would need to have? Because, like, based on the backpack style, I'll be like, oh, if there's an extra pocket over here, boom, you just add an extra guy over here. And that makes sense. I don't know if there's anything else I need to add. Because, like, to drop items would just be a drag and drop out of the backpack. Or I think it would be like a, let's say, like some button, like let's say X to drop the item that you're currently holding or something. Ooh, you know what'd be cool? Let me get this guy over here. It'd be mini pack. Do this guy, and let me say drop bag Yeah, the current bag and the drop bag that you'd have would keep its items. It's like, let's say you drop your bag, oh, I want to get through this hole. It would still keep the items inside. Okay, yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. I feel like that'd be very cool. I definitely think for objects, there should be a it should be like E to like pick up those items, and probably like left click, you hold that to like drag them in front of you or something. Because like I'm thinking of a scenario where like you don't have a bag, but you have an item that you want to bring with you, and you just like keep dragging it forward in front of you. I feel like that'd be cool too. Yeah, I think that that writes itself. That writes itself. Man, look at his neck. God damn! Giraffe neck! That dude's crazy! Hopefully you guys can... Hopefully you guys can read this. I don't think you can. Only I can read my scuffness. It's hard because I'm on a mouse right now. I'm not on my drawing tablet. And I'll just put on here equip equipables. I think that gets the idea across of this stuff. Okay, cool. What time is it? Alright. I think it is... Move this guy over. Let's see, 244. Okay, they did say they wanted me a bit earlier in. So I only have a little bit more to go, guys. I only have a little bit more to go. But we will make the most of it. We will. Where's this guy gonna be at? Parkour. Like this one. This one's gonna be more solidified, I think. So my thought process right now is I'm experimenting a lot with like the character and stuff. And I'm using a lot of like the test characters. And what I'm gonna do afterwards is I'll leave those guys on their own respective folders, and I'll just like migrate them all to Cavern, like the Cavern separate folder, and then just have that as like the main place where all like the new stuff is stored. That's what my thought process is. Like right now we're in like the prototype type phase, so I don't really care where stuff goes. HUD. It'd be widget, blueprint. Where's it stored again? Where are you hiding? Oh, of course in the user interface. Where else would it be? The one place. Yes, and this will be inventory. One second. Let me look. Okay. Okay, so the process that I have right now for this, the idea that I have for this right now, for these guys, is we're gonna have a master. We're gonna have a master widget. We're gonna have think slate vector. Yeah, it'll just be another one of these guys. And this will be master UI. So we have the master UI, and then that will call on all the other UIs to pop up and stuff. Because I know Unreal has this thing where the furthermost one that you have in the hierarchy for calling upon that widget, at least when we were doing the other project, it would have that one pop up the most, and all others would be more and more funky. So my thought process is we would have a master one, and then we would have a bunch of other widgets, and then the master one would just call upon those widgets and just display it on the master one. Hopefully that works out. If not, we'll just switch out the widgets like we normally would. But I think that would be good. Just like have like the objects inside all those widgets and just supply it to the master one. Like have the master one be the visual for all stuff to be at. Let's see. I think it would be panel for this guy. Because essentially what's going to be is... The way I'm thinking about this inventory right now is... We would have a bunch of preset ones right here. Like, we can control the size and limit of how much it would be, right? But they're all going to have, like, their own unique, like, sprite or image behind it every single time. So ideally what we would do is we would make a bunch of preset ones, and we would just, like, hide it and unhide it based on what you have inside here. I think that's the way to do it for that. Retains the width of every column throughout that canvas, arbitrary locations from grid panel. Okay, first I need a canvas before this guy. Then we can do the other stuff. Do guy like this. And I believe it would just be... For right now, let's just have a bunch of images inside here. What? It's not that. It's not doing that. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So why does it say image 45? I do not have 45. Navigation. Okay, I don't think this is what I want. Yo, Daxta Pandy. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Right now, it's getting close for my time to end, but I'm trying to solidify some concept stuff right now for the game that I'm working on. Right now, it's in very much early concept stage, but essentially what it is it's going to be a horror game based around spelunking, where it's like when people go like cave diving and like they crawl between places, like awful stuff. Like I already have a lot of like the movement stuff going down already. And before I get to a lot of like the more complicated movement stuff, I mean, yeah, before I get to the more complicated movement sort of stuff, I'm working on the concept for the inventory right now, which is essentially going to be, like, based on your inventory size, your encumbrance meter will go up, and that will determine how far you can run, jump, the level you can prone down and, like, crawl to the floor and shit. It'll basically be like a Resident Evil sort of style inventory too, where, like, just object sizes and that sort of stuff. Also making a horror game. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! I feel like that's the indie dev curse, right? That's the indie dev curse. We all have like those big games you want to make, but just like, you know what? You know, a lot of times the horror games, they're cool, and they're also easy. Not saying that's a bad thing. It's just, you know, that's how it is. My game is about skinwalkers. Dude, skinwalkers inherently, they're always gonna be terrifying. Like the stuff where it's just like taking the, like, let's say it's taking the voice of some other person. Like, let's say you're like going on a camping trip with someone. Like, oh, yeah, I'll go over here. Yeah, I'm gonna get more marshmallows for you. All right, yeah, I'll be over there. And then like you come back a little bit later, and it's like, hey, got a little bit of marshmallows for you. Huh? And then all you see is just like, oh my, dude, you can get really freaky with that stuff. Ugh. Is it okay? I know skinwalkers is used as like a pretty broad thing now. Like it used to be very specific to like monsters imitating human sort of thing, right? Is it something like that? Or is it more of like a cryptid sort of thing? Like, is it specifically a skinwalker? Because I love skinwalkers. They're terrifying, but they're awesome. I love the concept of, like, a creature that doesn't know what a human is, but it knows that imitating a human brings more food, or, like, brings more, like, sustenance to it. So it just, like, imitates it so it can bring other humans to it. It's so creepy, but so cool. I don't know what humans are. So in my game, the protagonist's brother goes missing in a forest one day. He gets the letter that her brother is in the forest. Okay, so protagonist's brother goes missing. Everyone's sad, and then suddenly they can invite, or like they get like a letter from their brother saying that they're inside the forest and invite him to come. It's like, huh? I thought you were dead. All right, I'll see how it goes. Honestly, okay. If that happened to me, right? I'm thinking about this situation as like, if something like that happened to me, if my family member died, or like they were like missing, like I'm assuming in this situation, they never found the body, never found anything. They assumed that they were lost. And then you get a letter from your sibling that I'm here. I don't know, that's tricky. I know it would be very easy to say that the MC is stupid, but I'm on the fence because, like, in my mind, if I got that letter, I would either listen or I would be skeptical because I would think it's a scam. I don't think anything nefarious was happening or anything. I would think that, like, someone, like, took up, like, my person's name and they were trying to, like, rob me or something. I mean, yeah, that's a tricky, like they can do that. They can do that. I wouldn't know. I would probably consult my parents or something, like, hey, what do I do? Your dead child messaged me. They messaged me on MySpace asking for the 3 funky numbers on the back, and also to meet me in the Scarlet Forest. What do I do? You know, Mass, I think you should go there. We're not gonna go there because I have work, but you should go to where your brother's at. Like, I think the MC would be stupid if they didn't tell anyone else and they just go by themselves, or if they wouldn't contact the police or something. If they just went by themselves, that's it. Okay, they deserve to die. That's on them. That's completely on them. Unless the letter enticed them and brainwashed them a little bit to make them come over there. One look at this paper, it's like an SCP. The persuasive paper, the PP. No, I think that would be cool. I think it'd be cool. I wonder how you would effectively do that in like a single player sort of game setting. Because the only ways you'd be able to do that is with, let's say, other NPCs you meet. It'd almost be like, you know, The Thing, the game? That one game was like, it was like alright, but like the whole entire concept around that game, like, it was obviously based on the movie. But that game, you had a bunch of companion NPCs that can come along with you, and you didn't know whether they were the Thing or not until you did like a verified test. I feel like it would almost be like that sort of situation, right? It'd be like, let's say you meet an NPC. Like, oh, hello, how's it going? You leave, and you come back a little bit later. And, like, the only way to determine... like, I feel like the only way in my mind... It'd be like, they'd be restricted to voice lines they've already said before. Because you could also do, like, let's say, tap into the player's microphone sort of situation, which that could be cool for a few scares, but I don't think that would work a lot of time. Because if it's just like you get voice recording from their microphones, like, let's pitch it down, that may or may not work. I don't know. That'd be fun to experiment. Also, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Dakshta Pandy. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Okay, 302. All right, let me make sure I save this real quick. Go over here, because I don't want to like accidentally turn off my computer and like I just like eviscerate my concept art that I spent like 10 hard-earned minutes on. No, my concept! I'll never remember! It's not like I have hard proof copy of my stream to look back on. Your work. Where's it? Where I'm 5 finger. There we go. Alright, Cavern. I'll just save this as inventory concept. Okay. There we go. In my game, you have to not speak much to NPC, not do similar things, or give them too much info, or the skinwalker will imitate. Oh, that's kind of sick, actually. Oh. So if you give too much information away about yourself, then the skinwalker will imitate you, and stuff is basically over, because, you know, it's imitating you now. So it's like a delicate balance of, like, trying to get information, but not giving too much away about yourself. Okay. That's like a cool form. Okay. Cool form of interrogation sort of stuff. Question number 1. Are you a gamer? No. Shoot on sight. Only skinwalkers don't play games. And even if you aren't a skinwalker, I don't want to talk to you. Only gamers allowed. I think that game concept alone is really cool. Because even going into the place that you're going to, you don't know if anyone you're talking to, like, if any of them are people or if all of them are skinwalkers or like a mix, you don't know. So that's really cool. Like, as soon as you know the existence of skinwalkers, and skinwalkers can imitate and replace people, that changes a lot. That's really sick. Nah, I think that's gonna be pretty cool. Ugh. I can already imagine, like, doing, like, those sort of moments where, like, you see one person at one moment, they're, like, all happy-go-lucky, like, they're all cheery, and the next moment, they're really just, like, blank, just looking straight through you. Like, just doing, like, weird, ugh. That's stuff that always gets me, just, like, slight just uncanniness. It just, like, makes you uncomfortable. That, and also, like, the ones where it's just, like, you know those scares in, like, indie horror games where it's just, like, the monster's just right there? Or it's just, like, and it, like, rapidly come towards you? That stuff terrifies me. Or, like, the ones where, like, you're running and just hear him go, like, running behind you. That stuff is freaky. Alright. It's officially 3:06. Nah. Man. No! I was having a good confrontation too, but I unfortunately have to get going to work. I unfortunately have to do that. I work at a VR arcade, and they called me in early because, you know, getting close to a holiday, and people are swamping us right now. They really want that freedom time right now. So I'm gonna have to get going. I appreciate you for sticking by and following, though. I really appreciate it, and I really enjoy your game concept. Hopefully, I'll hear about or see about sometime. That would be pretty sick. That'd be pretty sick. If you're gonna stick around or see me in the future, or if this is your last time seeing me, hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Next time I'm gonna be streaming something will be on this Sunday, and then it'll be back to normal schedule stuff. Cause I'm going on a mini vacay with my family, which happens once a year. And then after that, it'll be back to the Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Friday streams. Also, thank you for joining Discord. I appreciate you. All right, let me roll these funky credits real quick. Alright, thank you for following again. There was another person who followed earlier, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, thank you, Blue GoPro. Thank you, Crab Plays. Thank you, Snack Size. Thank you, TY Tim. Thank you, all of you guys. Even if you guys were just lurking, I appreciate all of you. I see you. Make sure to eat well, sleep well, drink your water, do whatever it is you need to do. Alright? Dude, thankfully, okay, earlier, but before I go, earlier in the day, I've no clue why. We have like an HVAC in our place, right? And it's supposed to be regulating the temperature. Supposed to be regulating that. Then why was the temperature at 80? It's supposed to be keeping it at like 72. I was literally frying for the first moment. I was like, oh god. Like I had to refill my water like Luckily it's fine now. It is fine now. But come on. Got this whole entire HVAC and it's like basically just trolling us. Alright. I will catch you guys later. Alright. Bye-bye. Oh my god, why'd that play? I don't know why that... Whatever. See ya.